is Tuesday. I didn't film anything yesterday. Whoops. But all we really did was we streamed in the evening, we played Core Keeper, recorded a video about the hidden boss in Core Keeper, or a hidden boss in Core Keeper. He was actually pretty easy to kill. I think that's going to be up on our YouTube channel some point this week. Then we did a bunch of yard work. Specifically, we planted a bunch of seeds. I think we have sweet peas, onions, garlic, and then I planted a bunch of sunflowers and other just kind of like wildflower mix in our other garden bed. Of course, didn't film that. And then we just kind of hung out and watched a little bit of TV. What did Joe make for dinner? Oh, we had to get groceries today. We have a grocery pickup, I should say. So Joe made like chicken tenders, cauliflower, sweet potato fries, and then sliced cucumber. So it was pretty good. And then I think we were pretty much in bed by like 10 maybe. So yeah, today, I think I already said we have grocery pickup. This morning we haven't really done much. Even though we went to bed pretty early, we got up probably about 9:30. And we watched The Last of Us. Like there's a YouTube channel that does breakdowns, so we watched that. That's probably like a 20-30 minute video. And then I've just kind of been hanging out. Joe's working on schoolwork, and I think he's playing a little bit of Warhammer. And I've just been kind of playing with Cleo. Joe did the dishes, so you can probably hear the dishwasher running in the background. Yeah, so today we have grocery pickup. We're gonna get mulch for the backyard. Our county has free mulch. They just pick up from the park, so we're gonna get that. Edit the vlog from last week. And probably play video games at some point. So yeah, just kind of like a chill day. But we'll take you along, and hopefully this week's vlog is going to be a little bit more like quality. Because I'm not used to vlogging, but I like it when we vlog. So hopefully this week's will be better. Not off to a great start, but I'm optimistic.
Hello everyone. So I have some lovely meal prepping going on. I have a bunch of mixed vegetables here. I like to do sheet meals of mixed veggies, and then I'll mix that with the protein. So we have a whole bunch of chicken thighs. I have these low calorie, good for diet sausages that are going to go in with some veggie pasta, some onions and peppers, and maybe a little bit of mushroom. I don't know if we have any mushrooms.
Maybe some in a can. I'll have to look.
Mushrooms are really good for weight loss. They're really good for boosting your testosterone, I think it is. And they have a lot of like weird little vitamins and things in them. So veggie pasta, sausage, onions, a little bit of low-calorie cheese, and then chicken thighs is where I'm going right now. I'll also need to prep up the rice. And then I like to make like some type of bean or something with it. So I think we have veggie beans and garbanzo beans. So half a cup of rice, some veggies, a little, maybe like a quarter cup of beans, and then 2 or 3 chicken thighs is generally what I eat for lunch. And then for dinner, I have some type of meat with mixed vegetables and some type of carbohydrate as well. In this case, it's going to be veggie pasta. So
All right.
I am feeling terrible. I know that most people say, oh, you can lose weight and feel great. I missed lunch today because Bree and I went to go do something, and it took like twice as long as we thought it would. and I had a pounding headache, and I was tired. And I was meaning to do like a 2-mile run each day plus a 30-minute exercise. Yesterday I felt pretty good, so I did like a 3.5-mile run and 30 minutes of like intense workout, and I'm really paying for it today. The lack of calories, I'm getting headaches, I'm getting sleepy really early. I think we went to sleep at like 9:30 last night, or I fell asleep at like 9:30 last night, so all of that social media stuff that's like, oh, you can lose weight in 10 minutes and it's super easy and everything will be great. Not always the case. Yeah, some of it's just a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Careful.
What?
I'm coming. I'm coming. Push button one more time. Good girl. Nice job. You know, a lot of people ask me, what is quality time in my relationship? And let me tell you, it's playing Corekeeper from across the house.
Hooray! I'm drinking coffee with my wife.
Hooray! Whoa, good catch. Good girl. Yeah. Good job.
Good stuff.
So I have just been editing a bunch of videos today. I don't know if I filmed this or said this in our vlog yet, but the new update for Corekeeper came out, the Valentine's Day edition or update. So you probably saw that on the channel before this video. Joe is just making tacos for dinner, taco bowls. Cleo just had her dinner. We did a bunch of yard work, put the mulch down, which I think you saw, and then we mowed the grass. Yeah, so I've just been editing, trying to make the vlogs seem a little bit more like higher quality. I think I'm going to devote a little bit more time throughout the week, just kind of popping in and learning how to edit in DaVinci. Unfortunately, I went to start and there's an update that I'm waiting on. It's taking a long time, so I'll keep you posted. See you later. Joe outdid himself again.
Mm-hmm.
For dinner.
I'm very happy.
We are just about to go to bed.
To
All snuggled up.
Huh?
Oh, I said we're all snuggled up.
Yeah.
I just did a meditation.
And a good run.
Yeah. Oh, what did we do this evening? We should have filmed. We always forget to film.
We watched Physical 100 for an hour, and the whole time I was running, and Bree was on the little walking treadmill. So now my legs are sore, but I got like 4.5 miles, something like that.
Yeah, I think that said you burned 600 calories.
No, I did more than that. It was close to like 800. Where's my fitness thing? Fitness. I did.
And we had a very fun stream. We finally defeated Ormoth, or whatever his name is.
Thank God. I'm trying really, really hard. I'm hitting him, I think.
Oh, Lord.
He's so close to dead. He's so close to dead. Oh. Oh, he's got maybe like another 3 rounds in him. Please, please just die. Good shooting, Sweet Pea. You're hitting him. You're hitting him, Sweet Pea. Oh, Sweet Pea, he's almost gone. Oh, I'm almost done.
Oh gosh.
I'm hitting him, I'm hitting him, I'm hitting him.
Oh jeez.
He's dead! Oh, God, he's dead.
What does it look like?
Come to me. I'll get a boat for you. Gee Louie, I have a boat. Oh, my heart rate, Sweet Pea. My heart rate. Oh.
That took, what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks,
A
but
week
we did
or
it.
something?
We finally did it. We only died once. So not bad. We really
I died a
mastered-
couple times.
Well, I meant like had to boss reset.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we really mastered that fight. Maybe every time we play Core Keeper from now on, we have to kill Oramoth at least once. Yeah.
Just really make him pay for all
Yeah.
the...
You little bitch. Just keep killing him. That'd be horrible.
Yeah.
Poor little guy. Yeah. Really good day. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. We did a lot of gardening. I have a lot more gardening to do. I did some schoolwork, but I need to do a lot more schoolwork.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the first part of the class, and that's always like the most boring part.
Syllabus week.
Yeah, it's syllabus week, plus like, oh, what are the principles of it? Like, does everybody understand what class you're in? And you're like, yeah, I signed up for the thing. Like, come on, move on. Like, teach me something worth knowing. I don't care. So.
Anyway, good night.
Good night.
We'll talk to you in the morning.
Kisses.
Good night.
Kisses.
You got an audience?
Hello.
You have an audience?
Yes. She loves eating.
The entire time you're eating, all I could see was her just like staring. Like,
It's
please
sweet potatoes.
drop some for me.
Please, can I have some sweet potato fries?
No, my sweet potato fries.
Heartbreaking.
Joe, stop.
My sweet
Look how
potato fries.
cute you are. I love that baby. Oh, so cute.
I missed this one too. God damn it.
Hopefully the camera doesn't fall. I am just on my way to go pick up Cleo's medicine. She just needs like her flea and tick stuff, so I just have to run to the vet's office real quick to pick it up. I might try to stop by Walmart on my way home, but I kind of don't want to. and then we need to get salt from the hardware store for our water softening system or whatever. So it's my first time leaving the house in many days.
No, it's over here. Yeah.
So I don't think we filmed this yet, but this is what we've been doing every night. Joe runs on the elliptical, I walk on the treadmill, we watch TV in our guest room. Are you ready to watch The Last of Us? So loud. Louie.
It's a little bit of a victory screech.
Cleo's freaking out because you
My-
screamed.
My goal is 6 miles in an hour while watching The Last of Us.
Yeah?
Yeah, honestly, the elliptical, I wasn't really sold on it at first, but it really feels good on my knees and my joints.
Good.
So, yeah. See y'all soon. Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna film my little nighttime routine. I'm trying to get more into skincare. So, we just took a shower. I used the Cetaphil Extra Gentle Daily Scrub. I use this like every other day though, because I kind of sensitive skin. And if I'm not using that, I just use the Hydro Boost Hydrating Cleansing Gel twice a day. And I always use my Differin Restorative Overnight Moisturizer. That's what I use every night. And then I usually do one night Peptide Vitamin C, one night Retinol and Peptide Deep Sleep Face Oil. So I alternate. So I do one day just my moisturizer, day 2 moisturizer and the Peptide Vitamin C. Day 3 I do the face oil and my different moisturizer. So I don't know if that's like how you're supposed to do it, but that's how I do it. And that's kind of what my dermatologist recommended for me. Sometimes I use this under eye like depuffer, but I don't really get like puffy under eyes, so anyways, it just feels good. And then I also always forget to do this, but I have the Pro Growth Lash Serum, which basically just has like biotin and vitamin E, biotin, hyaluronic acid, some peptides, and some other things I don't know how to pronounce, which might be bad, but whatever. Like I said, I always forget to put this on. So tonight is a retinol night. So I put my retinol on first. Oh, slippery. We watched The Last of Us. I think we're gonna do a whole like review on that tomorrow. So you'll see that in a second. I don't know if this really helps, but if you use your ring finger around your eyes, it's very gentle because that's like the weakest finger or something, which makes sense. So there's that. Put it on my neck. And then my moisturizer. And I also have this little thing. I don't know if it actually does anything, but it does feel nice. Just kind of cold. I'll wash that in a second, and then I just brush my teeth. And then to kind of finish up, I always put on my Carmex chapstick. Some people hate Carmex. I love it. It makes my lips so soft. And it has SPF, so that's my go-to moisturizer. Lip moisturizer. Okay. And I just kind of brush my hair. Sometimes I'll put hair oil in. I don't think I'm gonna do it tonight. I can even get my hair out of here. What's your nighttime routine?
I floss, I brush my teeth, I pick my nose. It's not bad. What's yours?
Now let's watch a video and find out.
Shit.
Oh, good night. Good girl. Lay down. Good girl. Final part of my nighttime routine. Turning on my heated blanket. I am one of those people that like wants to be freezing. So I don't know why this feels so good to me, but it does.
So we just finished watching The Last of Us episode 5 yesterday. So we wanted to kind of talk a little bit about what it is that we saw in Last of Us. There will be spoilers. So again, spoiler warning, if you don't want any spoilers, skip ahead. I'll try and say, hey, spoiler, whenever we're talking about this, just so that way you guys can move past that section. So episode 5 started with the revolution that the resistance was going through. Again, it very much reminded me of the French Revolution, where it's just like incredibly violent. Everybody's just kind of going a bit crazy. They're shooting off flares and fireworks and firing guns in the streets and things, which to me made it seem like Kansas City was under no zombie threat. Because if the clickers and things are attracted to noise, and you guys are driving around the streets honking your horns and using megaphones and stuff, like I just felt like these people were totally safe from the zombie threat. Mm-hmm. I would never do something like that if I knew that at any point in time, a million zombies could just come pouring out of an apartment complex. So whatever Fedra had done to clean out the zombies, they'd at least done it in a pretty good way. What are your thoughts?
I agree. I think it would have been interesting. You might find out like later in the series, but how did they drive thousands of zombies
Spoiler.
underground?
Yeah. So later in the episode, we find Joel and Henry are all talking together, or I guess just the two of them are talking, while overlooking Kansas City, talking about the tunnels. And they said Fedra drove all of the zombies underground, then killed them. But how? Like, they must have lured them underground in some way, because the zombies have, like, no intelligence. They're kind of smart, but they're willing just to run at direct machine gun fire, like an animal you can corral, because it gets scared of you. It doesn't want to get hurt or die. Like, it feels pain. So if you need it to go into like a cage or something, like let's say it's a dangerous tiger or something, you're really loud and scary, and then it will run into the cage to try and hide from you, or like hide in a cave or something like that. I think that, or at least my original thought was that the zombies were underground because they're like plant people.
Yeah.
So they wanted something that was like dark and moist with like a little bit of sunlight type of thing, kind of like where a fungus would live. But I guess that's not the case. And somehow they put all the zombies underground.
I actually really like Henry as a character.
Okay.
I like that he...
They're good.
I like that he was against Fedra, but
kind of.
but still did what he had to do to keep his brother alive.
Yeah.
I think that although it's not the best situation, and I understand why Kathleen was so angry at him, but you got to do what you got to do to survive in an apocalypse. And I think that
he's real dumb. Henry was real dumb.
I don't know. I liked him. I like that he was kind of like anti-Fedra, but kind of what they call them?
Resistance.
So I thought that was kind of like an interesting, like, he's an outsider just trying to literally survive.
I feel like he made himself an outsider by being stupid. Like, I feel like he could have worked with any one of those groups just fine, but instead he chose to do dumb things, and now everybody hates him.
Yeah.
Like, he tells Joel, like, oh, I was a rat. And so Joel's like, I don't want to work with a rat. Then Joel comes around because he's like, okay, if you, like, ratted on somebody for selling drugs, that way you could give your little deaf brother food. Okay, like, I kind of get that. And he could have just let that slide. He could have been like, yeah, it's a shitty situation, but it is what it is. Instead, he's like, oh, actually, I sold out the person who I was kind of like really good friends with, who everybody liked. That way I could get some magic pills for my brother. I would be like, wait a minute. So you're telling me you sold out the guy who you knew what you would get in a ton of trouble for, so that way you could get magic pills to save this kid. So you're more than willing to do the same thing to me. That is like a 100% red flag. If I was Joel, I would have just shot him on the other side of the table. Like, that is such a dumb thing.
Yeah, but he can get them out of the city because Joel...
He already told him the plan. Like,
but he doesn't know where.
I mean, you can figure it out. Don't walk towards the big buildings. I mean, it doesn't take a monstrous brain to figure out not to walk into a city.
Yeah.
Yeah, which way's the city? Oh, the thing with all the skyscrapers. Okay, which way's away from the city? Any way not at the skyscrapers. Mm-hmm. Also, they had a map. Like, just use the map. If you know Wyoming is to your west,
but I think that
it's a pretty big place.
Like, I don't think he wants to be killing people.
No, you don't even necessarily have to kill him. I would have just left him. Even if you're not going to kill him, this guy has, 1, confessed to being a rat. 2, not only is he a rat, he's an actual traitor, willing to sell people out. I think we're paused. Oh, no, there we go. The thing. He's willing to sell you out. And 3, he doesn't have a weapon, a gun, or any ability to commit violence. So he's just an extra mouth to feed. He can't provide for himself. Also, he's willing to sell you out. It's like a 0% win. So I just didn't feel like Joel's character up to now, who's like, yeah, I've killed people in order to like get food and stuff, should have followed along with that. I feel like he should have gone into full survival mode and been like, this guy's a massive burden, and he's willing to kill me at the drop of a hat if it thinks it will benefit him. Fuck this guy. My opinion. I guess that's not really what the show was going for, but I totally would not have let him into my survival group. The little mute kid probably, or not mute, I keep calling him mute. Deaf. The little deaf kid definitely, because he was mega cute, and I'd be like, oh my god, you're our new mascot. Everybody protects the little deaf kid. But, and there's a scene where like the gunshots are going off, and the little deaf kid just doesn't know what's going on. So his brother's like dragging him around. That would be real bad. Sam, yeah. Sam's getting dragged around by Henry because he can't hear the gunshots going off. That's real bad. That'd be real bad. Imagine you're just like sitting in your house and machine gun fire is going off outside and you just can't hear it. That would not be good. Or like the zombies are making the clicking noises and you just don't know. So you walk into the room filled with like a dozen zombies.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I really liked this episode, and I liked Henry and Sam's story. I think it's an interesting perspective that, not a lot of people think about. Like, what if you were deaf or had some sort of disability in a zombie apocalypse? Like, your life is hard.
You kind of just die, I think, unfortunately. But to talk a little bit about our previous episode, or our previous review, we said we needed more time with these characters, and they totally did that, which I thought was fantastic. So really, really well done. Good storytelling. Great special effects. Like, those zombies look like kiss of life. it was dumb that they all just like appeared for like a plot moment to just like bust out and fight. Like, what are the chances that all of the zombies are in little suburbia right underneath the house that you crash a truck into, and then they all come out together? You know, most of the time you'd think some people are faster than other people, so they'd kind of like trickle out. But these guys were like, all right, on 3, ready? Is that 1, 2, 3, go, or is that 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3, go, Charlie. 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah.
Okay, go, and then they all just sprint out together. Like, they're very well organized
And
zombies.
something that I don't like about movies and TVs and stuff sometimes is like it's very unrealistic. Like if I'm in a zombie apocalypse
Yeah.
and like I can like hear noises coming up from like a hole in the ground,
Oh, yeah.
I'm booking it.
Yeah, I'm getting
Like I'm not waiting to see who's in there. Nothing.
Yeah.
And
they had working vehicles.
Correct.
The moment that happened, I'd be like, and the trucks, we're leaving.
Yeah.
Like, heck no. There might only be 5 in there.
Well, and like when all of the zombies are first running out,
Yep.
all of the resistance are, lighting them up.
Yeah.
But Ellie, Sam, and Henry are literally just like huddled beside a car.
Yeah, just staring at it. Like,
that would have been the perfect opportunity to run.
The moment everybody turned around, I'd be doing like the little like cartoon tiptoe away. Like,
Yeah, literally.
Oh, time to go. This is super bad.
Like everybody turns to look at the truck. And granted, I'm sure there's like a moment of like shock. That's
Right.
just human nature to be like, oh, what's going on over there?
Right. There's a million zombies
But-
underneath my feet. Yeah.
I guess that's kind of like the fight, flight, or freeze.
Yeah, I guess some people do just freeze.
Yeah. So
I'd be running so fast.
But if
Unless
I was,
you had the gun.
yeah, if I was in that situation, the second everybody turned around, I would have been like tiptoeing away.
Correct.
Like deuces, I'm out of here.
Not only that, I do like that it showed that the resistance were not professional soldiers.
Yeah.
Because they just all go hot. They don't call any orders. They don't, weapon cycle. Like, so a thing in the military that we do is that we cycle fire. So that way, some people are shooting while other people are reloading. That way, if you all start shooting at the same time, you all don't stop shooting at the same time. I like that these guys were literally like, one guy's standing
Everybody's
here, one
panicking.
guy's across from him, and they're shooting into the crowd. You miss the zombie, you might hit your buddy on the other side.
And they probably did.
They probably
It
did.
was just,
I would
like,
have loved
pure
if they
chaos.
showed that though, like them accidentally shooting each other and like just not having weapons discipline whatsoever. Kind of feel like they still would have won the fight. I thought it was a little weird that the zombies won because there was like 30 dudes with automatic weapons just firing into like a hole. It's going to take a lot of bodies, but I guess the zombies are somewhat bulletproof too.
Well, and I'm super disappointed that they killed Perry off. I know that he was
Yeah.
a bad guy, but I kind of liked his character.
And he died in a dumb way.
And he died in a dumb way. I was kind of hoping that maybe like they would join up and all be like friends, and Perry would help him get to Wyoming.
That would have been cool. Like Perry, Henry, and Sam like split off and do their own group. Like,
Yeah.
you know what, Joel and Ellie, you guys need to spend some more time away. Papa Perry's got this.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. He turned at one point. I think this is the part of the zombies was the part of the show that I liked the most, but I have like the most nitpicks with. He turns to Kathleen and he goes, Kathleen, you need to run away. Just
Don't
run
look
away
back."
and don't look back. Go. I'm like, the whole time you both could have been running.
Yeah.
Like, why are you saying this? Like, obviously you've just established the bloater is bulletproof because you shot it to get its attention to then turn around and shoot it again.
Yeah.
Obviously that's not going to work. Maybe it would. Maybe you get lucky or something. I don't really know how they work. But real dumb.
And we never learned why Kathleen was the leader.
Yeah.
Like why did she get to be in charge?
I think it's kind of she was the guy's brother and also she
Sister.
wasn't an idiot.
Yeah.
She's like, well, there's a lot of us with guns, so I think we win. Mm-hmm. Maybe they just needed somebody to push.
I guess.
Also kind of weird that Edelstein is the doctor, gets ratted on, takes them 10 days to find them, and then nobody else objects to them killing the doctor. Like, I know he may have ratted and like he saved, well, he didn't even rat as so much as he just helped a deaf kid and his brother survive an apocalyptic situation. Is that is that the same thing as being a rat?
I don't think so.
No, I mean, honestly, I would hope my doctor would, like, save me from an apocalypse by letting me stay in his attic or something. Kind of felt like Edelstein was still a good guy.
Yeah.
And also, like, I would highly object if I was in the group and I'm like, ooh, I cut myself with something rusty. Like, where's that old guy? Yeah, the doctor guy. Oh, you shot him. Why? Oh, he had 2 homeless people living in his attic, so you shot him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I'm going to die because I just got, like, mega tetanus, you know? So that's kind of weird. But I guess it was to demonstrate, like, these people have no thoughts for the future. They're all just kind of flailing around and doing dumb stuff.
I think that's why they only lasted 10 days.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed that it wasn't like a Resident Evil monster underneath the floor. You know, I would have been super into like the giant bug, like, I'm a zombie too. Because I don't know if the zombie animals are a thing. That would be super cool.
Yeah.
If they're just like walking through the woods and then like a whole bunch of zombie wolves come from them. That'd be terrifying, especially if they like go up a tree and then all the zombie wolves start crawling up the trees like monkeys.
I would.
I would have a very bad day. I would be terrified of that. So overall, scale of 1 to 10, what would you give the episode, Sweet Pea?
I would say an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think there were a couple things where I was like, are you kidding me? Like, where are your survival instincts?
Yeah.
But overall, it was a very good episode.
I think I'd also give it an 8 out of 10. I wish that there were more hints of the zombies throughout the episode. And I really feel like that's my sticking point with this. The characters acted a little weird given their situation, but like if they'd been in the underground tunnels, and you know how we'd seen like the zombies glued to the wall and things like that, or like the little tendrils all going everywhere, and they're like, don't step on those or else the zombies will come for us. I would have really liked that because that at least would have established that, hey, there might be some down here. But they just walk through the tunnels and it's totally fine. They find a survivor's place.
Well, I guess it's a separate tunnel.
I mean,
I don't know.
I guess, but it's still like there was no indication that zombies were anywhere nearby. There was no bodies on the floor.
They did that so that it's kind of like unexpected. Granted, they like spoiled it.
In the episode prior with the ground shaking.
With the preview, or like in like the preview of the next episode. You
see a bloater coming out of the thing. Yeah, kind of spoilers, but I still would have liked a little bit of allusion to it because it appears that the zombies leave a footprint. Like there's bodies on the floor, there's the fungus growing around, there's spores in the air. It would have been super cool if they go underground, they see a couple of bodies, and then Joel's like, put on your gas masks. Like, we could get infected down here. It's super dangerous. They go to that bunker, and maybe there's just a couple of bodies on the floor, obviously mauled to death, and now they're like, all right, we got to get the heck out of here. Like, it might be better just to be shot than it is to be mauled to death by zombies. But no, everything's fine, and then all of a sudden, bam, 500 very well coordinated zombies attack you.
I'm wondering how many times I had to, like, run through that scene.
Oh, geez.
Because it said like they had animators where like some of the ones that flew out, like that was animated.
Right. And then there were some practical effects guys like wearing costumes. Jeez, those guys got a good workout. Like that's probably all right, we're gonna run this scene. You're gonna be here for the next 16 hours in full makeup and costumes. Good luck.
Well, also, and like some of the people like got trampled. Because like
those
zombies
are probably
were, like,
animated.
Maybe.
Hopefully. I hope there wasn't one guy that had to get stepped on a dozen times.
It might have been like simulated.
Yeah.
But
so, I think 8 out of 10. They could have tightened it up a little bit. Overall, though, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 for The Last of Us, which is like a 10 out of 10 for most other things. And I want to make sure people understand that this show has been incredibly good. I'm really looking forward to playing the game now. I think that'll be super great.
Me too.
So yeah, see you guys in the next clip.